Boys, you already know what's going on. You already know what's happening. Today, Operation Get Jose Aldo the belt back. Now, he hasn't got the belt in bantamweight. However, he is going on a generational title run. Mark my words. After his crazy good performance at UFC 301 against Jonathan Martinez, I have 3 different pathways for him for that bantamweight title shot. As you can see, there's 3 rows here. The top row is going to be the more realistic approach. Second one is going to be the Legends row. And then the last one is going to be the risky, but will only require him to fight one more time. And without further ado, you guys have to let me know what you think about this video. Leave a like on this video, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, all that good stuff. Let me know how you're enjoying this type of content, because honestly at this point I just want to post the shit you guys want to watch. But with that being said, let's start off with the first row, the more realistic version. I think his next opponent, if you guys didn't watch my 301 video of every next opponent for every winner, I think Jose Aldo's realistic next opponent is gonna be Henry Cejudo. Cejudo currently ranked number 5 in the bantamweight division. Jonathan Martinez being ranked number 12. I think this is realistically the next opponent for Jose Aldo, mainly because after that he's gonna get into that probably ranked like number 10th. I would ideally like Aldo to be ranked number 9. Take down Umar to number 10th. That would be an amazing spot. But looking at the top 10 after that, Rob Font he already beat. Song Yadong is a fresh matchup. Davis and Figueiredo a fresh matchup. Henry Cejudo in that 5 spot. Marlon Vera he already fought him. Peter Yan he already fought him. Number 2, Corey Sandhagen. Number 1, Merab already fought him. So there's a lot of potential rematches in this division, but I don't want any of that. These two were already supposed to fight previously on UFC 250. So a fight that was already booked May 9th, UFC 250 for that bantamweight title shot. I believe Aldo was the one who got injured or something happened where he had to pull out and Dominic Cruz was going to replace him. So let's run it back now. This fight was again scheduled to happen. I favor Jose Aldo in a lot of these fights that I matched him up with, mainly because just how great he looked in that 301 fight. And yeah, let's say he gets to top 10 in bantamweight, moving him to the top 5, getting him a fight against the number 5 ranked Henry Cejudo is a good logical next step up I could see the UFC doing. Plus after that, Henry Cejudo most likely will retire after that, which is a little bit more beneficial for the UFC, because Henry Cejudo, yes, double champ, he's probably getting paid a decent amount of money. So to have Henry Cejudo continue fighting and losing, the UFC is just going to lose out on a lot of money paying him, even though he's not that marketable. With that being said, moving on to the last fight that I think would need, which would be a title eliminator for both fighters. Now, this guy I could see having a fight in between and getting ranked a little bit higher up the rankings, maybe to that top 3 area. And that guy I think is going to be Davis and Figueiredo. Right now, he is ranked below Henry Cejudo. This is a little bit of a tougher matchup for Jose Aldo, I'm not going to lie, but a good logical next step up in my opinion. And like I said, I think Figgy is going to get another fight in between now, so he'll be pushed up the rankings a little bit more. That is if he wins. Hopefully, if all goes right, he is ranked around the top 3, top 4. And this would be a good title eliminator for both of these guys. But with that being said, let's go over to the Legends matchup. This one, honestly, this one might be even more realistic depending on how the UFC want to do this. For some reason, I can just see the UFC doing Aldo dirty for some reason. I hope this isn't the case. This is my ideal pathway for Aldo to get that title shot. This one would be crazy. But 301, Aldo was supposed to fight someone who wasn't Jonathan. He was actually supposed to fight another legend in the bantamweight division, Dominic Cruz. This fight been rumored about forever. A lot of people have been wanting this fight. I think Jose Aldo would get this done fairly easily. I don't see Dominic Cruz being able to do that much compared to Jose Aldo, to be honest. And again, same thing with Cejudo. Another good retirement fight for the loser. And let's be honest, this is pretty much a free win for Jose Aldo. In my opinion, this matchup right here is the one that the fans want the most. The only thing is, I don't know if, Jose Aldo will take someone lower than him in the rankings at this point. I'm pretty sure he's just focused on a title run. So unless the UFC say fight Cruz right now, he's a little bit lower than you in the division, then we'll give you a title eliminator. Then I could see Aldo taking this. But again, it all depends on where they put Jose Aldo in the rankings. Right now, they haven't done anything. But with that being said, the title eliminator I could see them doing for the Legends portion We've seen him before in the more realistic one, and that's also going to be Henry Cejudo. Same thing applies here. Honestly, this might be like the easiest path for Aldo to get that title shot, because in my opinion, I think he makes quick work and easy work out of both of these guys. Both of these legends just stacking up his resume. But with that being said, let's just say they make the Dominic Cruz fight first. He wins that fight, fights Henry Cejudo, wins that fight, and gets a title shot against whoever the champion is. Let's say right now it's Sean O'Malley. Regardless if he wins or loses, that bumps Jose Aldo so much higher in the GOAT conversation. And to be honest, he has a good shot against whoever the champion is. If we see Jose Aldo come into any fight looking the same way he did at 301, whoever his opponent is in a lot of trouble. He looked like he caught like a second prime. He looked crazy. Honestly, ever since that Conor McGregor fight, he hasn't looked quite the same. That 301 Aldo looked different. It looked like the prime before Conor McGregor Aldo. But regardless, there's still one more matchup. This one I think is the most dangerous. However, it'll only take him this one fight, and then he'll for sure get the next title shot. And other than maybe Merab, at this point, I could see this being the hardest fight for him in this division. I'm not matching him up with anyone he's already fought before, so it's not going to be Merab, it's not going to be Peter Yan, but it's going to be the guy ranked number 2 in the bantamweight division, Corey Sandhagen. At this point, screw Umar Nurmagomedov. He's number 9. He really does not deserve to get a jump up all the way to the guy who's ranked number 2 in the bantamweight division. He hasn't accomplished anything unlike Jose Aldo. And yeah, in my opinion, this is just a very dangerous matchup for Aldo, not only because Corey Sandhagen has been looking amazing recently, but the height difference, the reach, the fact that Sandhagen has been working so much on his wrestling recently, just rounding out all of his skills. This is probably one of the fights that I would choose Corey Sandhagen over Jose Aldo. Just barely, but I do see Corey Sandhagen getting it done over Aldo, unfortunately. That's why it's at the most dangerous one. But if Aldo does get that done, best believe he is next up. And depending on how fast he moves around in this division, if he can get that Dominic Cruz fight decently fast, and then like a Henry Cejudo fight after that, all within the end of the year, he could potentially be the next fight for Sean O'Malley after Merab. Honestly, just depends how the bantamweight division moves around, but I could definitely see that happening. You guys have to let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this list? Which criteria would you want Aldo to go to? Me, I would preferably like him to take on that legend section. That would be crazy, but you guys have to let me know in the comments below. Is there any other matchups you think that's more likely to happen than the ones I just listed out? And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss any of my newest videos. And yeah, there's really not that much else left to say.